Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are reviewing 65, which is easily one of the most abysmal film offerings of 2023 so far. It is a film that barely qualifies as a film that has basically the bare essentials of what you need to be considered a film or even a narrative. It is laughable how little interest 65 has in its own world or its own world building. In fact, to even call this a film would be quite generous. I don't know what happened with this film, but I would like to think there's gotta be half hour of footage that's been left on the cutting room floor, because I refuse to believe that any studio, any writer, any director would stitch this film together in the way that it was. You basically get an opening scene set on a beach to establish the world, the relationships, the premise, and then we're literally with Adam Driver crash landing on a dinosaur planet for the next 80 minutes. There is no attempt to establish the world or establish the characters or set the scene. And even when they get to this dinosaur populated Earth, there doesn't even seem much interest in the dinosaur elements of it. This film feels like a concept film where someone just pitched the logline of dinosaurs versus spaceman with guns, and they attempted to build a story around that and failed miserably. We get no real time with Adam Driver as a character living where he's living. I know the film isn't about that or doesn't have any real interest in it, but if you want to care about the characters, you want to spend a bit of time with them, living their normal life before things get disrupted. But ultimately we're here to see Adam Driver fight dinosaurs, and even that disappoints. We get no real extended or prolonged tense sequences with dinosaurs. We barely spend time with any bigger or more menacing dinosaurs apart from the end, which is kind of rushed through and haphazardly edited together. The only redeeming part of the film is the fact that Adam Driver can act even when he's got no material to work with. He is simply way too good to be starring in films that are this tragic. I think if this film was going to be good, it needed an R rating first of all, because then they could have at least embraced the carnage side of being on a dinosaur populated planet. This film is just so devoid of anything resembling substance or interest in its own narrative or characters. I left thinking there just has to be a director's cut or an extended cut. There just has to be so much more to this film. I think it's about as good as Cocaine Bear or Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, but those films at least tried something. They both failed miserably, but they tried. 65 doesn't even feel like it's trying to be a good film. It's very choppily edited, you know, just when you think you're about to have a much longer tense sequence featuring the dinosaurs and the human characters will cut away. So the film really has no idea how to mount suspense or to build tension in sequences. There's nothing even resembling the kind of tense T-Rex sequences we got in Jurassic Parks 1 and 2. You know, it never feels like we stay in a scene long enough to mount that tension. Yeah, 65 was atrocious. There's just no way around it. And if you have seen it, do let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment below. Please also consider liking and subscribing to the channel, guys. Always a huge help for me. And in the meantime, we'll see you for the next vid.